Do you know the trader who broke the Bank of England or the one who gained $80 million on a $30,000 investment? If you don't know them, you're not alone. And don't worry, today we'll tell you about the 10 most successful Forex traders of all time. Their experiences will show you that the belief that one must spend hundreds of thousands of dollars in the market to become wealthy through Forex trading is a myth. It's possible to succeed with far less money, but it will most certainly require time and work. But before we get started, for those who are new, Forex trading is a subset of the broader foreign exchange market in which participants speculate on and seek to profit from fluctuating currency exchange rates. This sort of currency trading includes buying and selling in a matter of seconds. Before Forex became as popular as it is now, retail Forex trading was restricted to huge banks and financial organizations. With the introduction of the internet, however, online traders can set up retail investor accounts or utilize Forex brokers to transact to become one of the world's wealthiest Forex traders. Now that you know about Forex, let's get down to who made the most out of it. Let's start with our list with Richard Dennis. Richard, the so-called genius of commodities trading systems, borrowed less than $2,000 from his family and turned it into $200 million in just 10 years, earning him a spot among the top 10 FX traders in the world. He learned the fundamentals of trading while working as an order runner for the Chicago Mercantile Exchange and subsequently enhanced his skills. He has mentored hundreds of brokers from all over the globe, and he's also been able to bring together individuals interested in trading to achieve a particular financial objective. It took them around 4 months to surpass the $100 million yearly revenue mark. One of his famous quotations piqued my interest. He says, "I always say that everyone can publish a set of rules into the newspaper and no one pays attention to its actual power. The mandatory thing is discipline and consistency." Now at number 9 is Bruce Kovner, and the case of Bruce Kovner deserves to be mentioned. Even today, many people assume that to be a good FX trader, one must be born into a wealthy family or have a specific financial academic degree. Kovner, on the other hand, did not fit into any of those categories. He was only a cab driver who supported himself by his work. Eventually, he saved up enough money to trade in the foreign exchange market. Surprisingly, after years of trading, he became one of the world's wealthiest day traders with a net worth of more than $1 billion. So his example shows that with knowledge and perseverance, anybody, regardless of background, has a shot at becoming one of the world's finest traders. At number 8 is James Simmons, and he is one of the world's most successful hedge fund managers. He's also the founder and CEO of Renaissance Technologies, a quantitative hedge fund that employs statisticians and physicists for trading. He's so effective that even in 2008, when other traders had their worst year, he returned more than 80%. Renaissance Technologies is the manager of 2 significant funds. The first is a public-to-public fund, and the Magellan Fund is a closed-end fund. To locate trading opportunities, the Magellan Fund performs complicated mathematical computations. Because of this, they have achieved an annualized growth rate of more than 20% per year. At number 7 is Michael Steinhardt, and over 28 years, his average annualized return exceeded 24%, showing that consistency is critical to the success of any trader. During the 1994 bond market crisis, he lost almost 33% of his portfolio. He shuttered his fund in 1995 before returning to financial markets in 2004 as the CEO of Wisdom Tree Investments, which then had $43 billion in assets under management. Number 6. Stanley Druckenmiller. Druckenmiller ranked 6 on our list. He was raised in a middle-class suburban Philadelphia household and started his financial career as a management trainee at the Pittsburgh National Bank in 1977. He swiftly ascended to fame and founded Druckenmiller Capital Management. Druckenmiller then successfully managed money for George Soros as the Quantum Fund's top strategist for many years. Druckenmiller collaborated with George Soros on the infamous Bank of England trade, propelling his fame. That should give you an idea of another name on our list, and you should stick around if you want to know about the famous Bank of England trade. Stanley Druckenmiller's popularity grew when he was included in the best-selling book The New Market Wizards, which was released in 1992. However, after surviving the 2008 economic crash, he closed his hedge fund, stating he was worn out by the relentless desire to preserve his successful track record. At number 5 is Andrew Kreiger. Any list of the world's best Forex traders would be incomplete without mentioning Andrew Kreiger. After working at Salomon Brothers, Kreiger graduated from the Wharton School of Business and joined Bankers Trust in 1986. Many considered him to be one of the most aggressive and well-known traders at the time, so much so that his firm's management gave him a trading limit of $700 million, 14 times the usual $50 million limit. And in the aftermath of the October 1987 Black Monday crash, in which most markets fell by at least 20%, Kreiger identified the New Zealand dollar as overvalued. He then began a highly leveraged short position against the currency worth hundreds of dollars. In fact, his short position was so large that it was rumored to have exceeded New Zealand's entire money supply at the time. The New Zealand dollar then fell by 5%, netting Kreiger's employees a $300 million profit. Now at number 4 is Michael Marcus. He is another of the world's top Forex traders, notable for allegedly converting $30,000 into $80 million in just 20 years. He's also a co-founder of the Commodities Corporation Company. He was mentored by another brilliant trader, Bruce Kovner, after being taught by the famed Ed Seykota. Marcus emphasizes that patience is one of the most critical characteristics of a good trader. He also encourages proper money management, saying, "Always bet less than 5% of your money on any one idea. That way, you can be wrong more than 20 times and it will take you a long time to lose your money." Now at number 3 is Paul Tudor Jones. He is one of the world's most successful and wealthy traders with an estimated net worth of more than $7 billion. After graduating from the University of Virginia in 1976, he started trading cotton futures at the New York Cotton Exchange, a position he later lost after falling asleep at his desk after a night of partying with his pals. He then worked as a commodities dealer before establishing his own business, Tudor Investment Corporation, in 1980, which trades and invests in various assets like currencies, commodities, and stocks. One of Jones's first and largest achievements was forecasting and shorting the 1987 Black Monday meltdown, which tripled his money and earned him a whopping $100 million. Bill Lipschutz comes in second on our list. He began trading in the late 1970s while attending Cornell University. During that time, he converted $12,000 into $250,000. Nonetheless, he lost the entire investment because of a bad trading move, a difficult lesson in risk management that he carried with him throughout his career. Then he started working at Salomon Brothers in 1981 while pursuing his MBA. Lipschutz joined Salomon's newly created foreign exchange section at a time when currency markets were growing in popularity, and he was an instant success, generating more than $300 million per year for the corporation. In 1984, he was appointed as the primary trader for the firm's enormous FX account, which he held until his retirement in 1990. He became Hather Sage Capital Management's principal and director of portfolio management. We round up our list of the best Forex traders globally with George Soros, one of the most legendary traders in Forex trading history. It is also well known for identifying market inefficiencies and exploiting them through large and highly leveraged bets. He secured his reputation in 1992 when he reportedly gained more than $1 billion by short-selling the British pound, earning him the nickname of the man who broke the Bank of England. Soros once said, "I am only rich because I know when I'm wrong." This quote of his reflects an important aspect of being one of the best Forex traders, being able to admit when you are wrong. Being able to confess when they are incorrect and move quickly to correct the error is a critical ability for a successful Forex trader. In the long run, it helps successful traders reduce their losses, and you should act on it too, even if you're not a trader. Knowing the tales of successful Forex traders is not enough to point you correctly. To reach the level you want, you will need proper guidance and months of training. Take the time to get a good financial education. It will be tough to succeed if you do not understand the relevant phrases and tactics. Without a doubt, persons with a financial background would quickly take you over, regardless of the job you pick. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any of our new videos.